Welcome back to Book Talks podcast. This is Kayla.
And Marissa.
And this episode, we're getting into our 2025 recaps and also our goals for 2026. And also just catch up because I have not talked to Marissa in like 2 months.
Yes. Sometimes this happens where I'm like, I know we're still friends, but we have not spoken in a long time.
I think I'm like, Marissa's my people at work because like your names are in files still. And I'm like, Marissa Lou my best friend. I haven't talked to her in 2 months, but she's like my real friend.
No, I do. Anytime I talk about you, I'm like my best friend Kayla. And then I'm like, who I haven't spoken to in months.
We'll send the occasional text and then the other person will wait like 2 to 3 business days to answer.
Yeah, usual friendship.
We'll plan a trip. For 2026, we're going to Bookcon.
Yes.
In New York City. I unfortunately only got a ticket for freaking Sunday because those tickets were insane. But
that was a whole scandal though. If you looked at all the comments on the Bookcon stuff, I mean, everyone experienced some level of like, either I was in the queue for hours and then it was sold out, or I couldn't get the right tickets or whatever. It was crazy.
And I even did the second round because they came out with more tickets and I like got on at 11 and I was like in a meeting too. And I was like on the side refreshing my computer every second and I still couldn't get a ticket. I was like, this is insane. I'm hopeful they still haven't come out with the app yet. So like, I don't want to buy a ticket off of somebody that I don't know and be like, they go away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait till the app comes out where like people can transfer tickets. I don't know. I heard people like bought multiples by accident. So
yeah, well, I'm like kind of annoyed at Bookcon because I feel like they let people buy, was it 8 or 10 or 20 tickets? I don't know. And obviously if I had known that you weren't going to be able to get on and get it, I would have just put 2 in the cart, checked out. It wouldn't have been a problem. But I feel like some people maybe scooped up more tickets than they needed. And like, good for them, but also give us your tickets because we got to get you to Bookcon.
Well, the second round, they only limit you to buy like 2 at a time. Okay. I think they learned their lesson. Yeah. But I'm crushed. Also, just get a bigger venue. They like got the smallest venue of the Java Center, which we have our company holiday party at the Java Center now, and it's massive. So I feel like they could have got a bigger space of it. Yeah. And there's enough readers. Like so many people were upset and couldn't get tickets. So
I know.
I have
Read
beef
the
with
room,
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Bookcon. I have beef, but we're going.
Yeah.
I'll just stand outside with the sign.
Well, because I mean, you got a Sunday ticket, which at least you got that, but it's like the Saturday ticket's the one that comes with the ball, which I'm like, everyone wants to go to that, so just get a bigger venue. Make sure everyone can go on Saturday because everyone wants to go on Saturday. Bookcon.
Also, it was the same price with and without the ball.
I know. And Sunday's so much shorter.
Which I feel like is also ridiculous, but so yeah, we were doing Bookcon, so we'll see each other then, and then we'll have to plan another trip for the fall because we need a cozy reading time. I'm really hoping, I don't know when, I feel like Sarah has to be announcing a book soon.
Okay. When we were doing, so we're, looking back to 25, looking ahead to 26, I Googled, is SarahJMaas coming out with a book in 2026? And according to AI, it is highly anticipated that it will release towards late 2026 or at the latest early 2027 because she finished a draft of something in July of 25. So I'm like, okay, I didn't put her on my looking forward to because nothing's been announced, but I think we're going to have, I think it's going to be the 6th ACOTAR maybe.
I think that's definitely confirmed, or at least everyone's speculating. I think she has like said that's what's next in her repertoire. I think she like is slated for many books, but it would be, well, imagine she just dropped it and like didn't tell anybody it was coming. Like we all walked to Barnes and Noble and it's just like out on the freaking shelves.
Oh my gosh, the book world would lose their minds.
It would be like, oh.
I'm pretty sure actually Taylor Swift did that with one of her albums. She just randomly was like, by the way, guys, at midnight tonight, a new album's coming out. Good luck. And we were all like, what? Like if SarahJMaas did that, the whole book world would lose their ever-loving minds.
I just picture like that clip of like Walmart on Black Friday like 10 years ago where like people are being like stampeded over. Like I just picture
Yes.
that at your local Barnes and
Yes.
Noble.
Like, I would buy multiple copies for no reason other than just, like, because I'd be scared to be robbed and not be able to read it. And it's crazy because it's like ACOTAR's not even my favorite of her series because I did Throw in a Glass. We'll talk about that coming up. But, like, I did Throw in a Glass this past year, and, like, by far, Throw in a Glass is fantastic, amazing, superior. But it's like, no matter what she writes, I'm going to need to consume it. Like, it's not a want, it is a need.
No, exactly. And I also just can't put it down. Like the third Crescent City, which was massive. I think I finished it in like 3 days. Like I haven't felt a rush to finish a book that fast, and I don't even know how long. Actually, made I rush to finish because I needed to know.
I
But
was shocked how quickly you did Crescent City because I was doing like 100 pages a day. And at first I felt like we were texting and it was on par. And then it was like, I went to bed one night and the next day you're like, I finished it. I cried. I loved it. I was like,
I couldn't
what
stop.
happened?
It was, I don't know what she puts in those books, but so yeah, hopefully our trip coincides with the release because that would be epic. But we'll plan a trip for the fall. Me and Tom actually just booked a trip for the Yosemite in May, end of May.
Nice.
San Fran and the Yosemite. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So we're getting our hike on, and we booked a like a permanent tent because it's the only thing available, and there's no TV, no outlets. So I don't even know if there's Wi-Fi. So I will be reading a lot because there's nothing else to do.
Oh my gosh. That feels like such a Tom move. That is so boy. Like, how can you survive without a phone charger?
Well, so surprisingly, I've been camping and he hasn't. But
Okay.
the only reason we got this one is because it's the only hotel in the Yosemite Valley left. So there was no other option. But the bathroom is literally not near us. Like we have to go to the bathroom somewhere else. And the outlet thing, I'm like, well, I guess I just won't use my phone. But like,
I guess.
I feel like we need it. So
But for
I've actually
safety,
camped.
but also for
True.
pictures.
I rented my camera for that reason. And we're only staying there for 3 nights. The rest of the nights are at like a hotel, so it'll be fine. But for like the heart of the trip, will be in this like tent. And they also have like bear like lockers for our stuff.
Fun.
So I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be through busy season. But no, it reminds me of whenever Sarah said that she was like hiking through, I think she was like in New Zealand hiking, and that's where she got the inspiration for the nests apart in Silver Flames. I'm like, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna like just channel a book and maybe write one.
That is that one of your 26 goals, to write a book?
See, I feel like I had to make a choice between making more content and writing a book, and I've been pulled more towards making content. I think that's what I want to do. I want to make more content regularly and just read more, and I want to get back into reading fantasy. And I think I'm gonna put writing on the back burner for this year. What about you?
That's fair. No, same. It's definitely, I'm pulled in so many directions because, like, I do my gardening and I do my reading, and then there's content, and then there's writing, and all the other random hobbies I have. I feel like both of us are kind of those people who like to do a bunch of different things at a normal, like, we don't excel at any one thing. You know, like some people, they choose gardening and they have just like a flourishing, perfect, beautiful garden, but it's like all they pour their time and heart and whatever into. I'm someone who has like a bunch of different hobbies and I'm decent at all of them, but on a smaller scale. So I get it about having to choose. And yeah, I didn't even put writing down as one of my goals this year because between reading and making book content, editing it, getting it out, like that's going to keep us so busy.
And I feel like I'm inspired. I feel like I got uninspired by Instagram. Like, I used to get so inspired making photos and posting on Instagram and making graphics for Instagram. But Instagram has become such a reel hub that I'm not inspired on Instagram space, but I'm more inspired with the videos. So we're shifting our gears, I feel like, but I feel like this is the best for both of us. Sorry, Tom just walked in, so I got distracted. And I do think Riverside has helped, but I do feel inspired. I'm excited to make content. I'm excited. I feel like we do flow best together too.
We do. When I just put out my own videos, it's fine. Maybe people will watch it, but it's not what people want. They want us.
They need us together. I do have an ambitious goal for us. For 2026, I want to reach 500 followers.
Ooh, on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
We're at 77. So that is 433 followers we need. And I think we can do it. If we post regularly and I don't know what else, we just show our personality on YouTube, I think we can get 500 followers.
Maybe 500 people will like us.
We had 78 there for a minute and then someone dropped off.
Oh, man. Come on, guys. No, that happens. I definitely saw us tick up and then tick down and tick up and tick down. And I'm like, who is this person getting my hopes up just to drop us like that?
Yeah, no, I saw that too. I have the studio app and I check it because I blocked all my other social media apps in the morning. So the only app I have is YouTube Studios. So I check it in the morning.
That's good. No, that's literally one of my 2026 goals was no phone after 8 p.m. to encourage reading. Because right now I've gotten into a really bad habit of just doom scrolling. So I probably need to block my apps for after 8 p.m. and then I won't be doom scrolling, so then I can read, or I could make content if I'm feeling inspired and focus more on my reading and book goals, because the phone is super distracting.
Yeah, I do that too. I did that I just I do that all the time. Every time I go to look at my phone, I end up in a freaking just warp. I don't know what's I feel like our brains are just rotting. I don't remember it being like that when we first started booktok and book Instagram at all. It was more of a place to inspire, and I feel like I'm glad we're going back to long form videos instead of short form, at least for our content.
Agreed.
I guess we're doing shorts and reels, but we're doing it in YouTube.
I was gonna say we're just taking clips from our long form to post, kind of, because I do enjoy I enjoyed being on booktok and doing that type of content, but I didn't enjoy the community on booktok. I just didn't find the right corner, I guess. I found the corner that hated me, and that was fun. So I think since then I haven't enjoyed making that kind of content. So it'll be nice just to do the long form, get back to actually reviewing things. Because there was even at one point I had a personal channel that I was posting reviews on, and people would actually interact and be like, oh, I read this and I thought the same thing, or oh, what did you think about that? And that was fun. That was kind of more fun than the booktok stuff where people are just like, you are ugly and deserve to die.
So Tom's been helping me with content, and so he was taking photos for me and whatnot. And he was like, what did he say? I put up one of the videos, one of the clips on TikTok, and immediately started getting hate. And I just took it down because I'm like, no negativity. And Tom's like, no, leave it up. Hate gets you views. Come on, make them hate you.
Well, that's what I did when I was getting all the hate. I was like, you know what? A view is a view. I'll leave it up. But it was a very negative experience. And I was like, I don't know if this is worth it.
No, he's being such a manager, and he's like, no, leave it up. And I'm like, no, I'm taking it down.
That's what's so crazy. You and I are nice people. We are not ever trying to offend or be mean. Why do they hate us so much?
Oh man, yeah, no. So I do try. I forgot what book it was. We were insulted. It was a school book that we read in high school, and we're like, this book was awful, and they were coming out in pitchforks.
Well, that was what video did I post where I said something about they should read Hunger Games in school instead of Catcher in the Rye, and the people in the comments were like, oh, this bee doesn't know what she's talking about. It was
that one
opinion
on TikTok.
Oh, no.
And I took it off. It's not there.
Do they hate me again?
It was up for maybe an hour, and then I got like 2 negative comments, and I deleted it because I was like,
no,
we're not doing this.
we can't do this. Oh my gosh. I don't understand. I don't get the BookTok algorithm or why we always wind up on like the toxic side of it. But man, that stinks.
I know. And I'm also like, I'm a sensitive person. I can't take it.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I remember when everyone was tanking Alex Astor's book, Lightlark, on BookTok and I mean, they were just going in and one-starring her Goodreads stuff, and look, I never read the book, I don't know anything about it, but I just immediately started following her and supporting her because I felt so bad, and I don't know how she survived that because I would have been like, it was hundreds of thousands of people just coming at her, and I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have deactivated all my accounts and just...
She's still writing, and I feel like she's bigger than ever. So we need to just not let it bother us.
Okay, goal number 6 for 2026, buck up.
Pretty much.
Stop being so sensitive.
Because, she's like, got her like 5th book already.
Oh my gosh, she inspired me so much the other day. And again, I've never read her books and I don't know anything about her. So please don't come for me if she's controversial. But she inspired me so much because she was posting all the words she'd written in 2025. She has written like 4 books in 2025. Like she wrote 300 pages in this. She wrote 600 pages in this. I was like, and I know it's her full-time job, so it's different. But I was like, that is crazy that she has written basically 4 books in 1 year. And I think that girl needs to take a break because I think she's going to burn herself out. But very impressed, very inspired.
You know who doesn't need to take a break? I need some Allie Hazelwood. She did 3 books this year, and they all hit.
They did. Okay, I know Mate, and what was the other?
It was Deep End and Problematic Summer Romance.
Yes. When I was going through my Goodreads to see what I read this year, I saw Problematic Summer Romance, and I was like, that sounds so familiar. And then I was like, the Italy one. That was good.
Okay, so I guess this is a good leeway into our top books of the year. I guess we could narrow it down to 5. I did 5. And I actually was really torn between Deep End and Mate as my my number 2 slot because I don't want to put too much Allie Hazelwood. I would try to differentiate my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's hard because Mate is the most recent, but I love Deep End.
You did. I remember you talking to me about Deep End and like it really impacted you.
Because it was like, I think it's I'm a diver. I feel like I related more. But okay, so I'll get into it. I'll start with number 5. So number 5 was One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. Am I hopefully pronouncing that right before they come for us? Do you want to do your number 5 or should I just do my whole list?
Up to you. If you're feeling like you're on the roll, just go through them all.
Okay, I'll do number 4 is Ready or Not by Cara Brimstone. And this one surprised me. It was a surprise pregnancy book, which I did not think I would like, but I really liked.
I'm surprised by that.
I know. I was like, it was the weekend I got attacked in the water and I had to get stitches. And I just picked it up because it was like off of Libby and I couldn't put it down and I read it in like 2 days and I'm like, wow, 5-star book. So
all right.
Very good.
There you go.
This one was tough because number 3 was tough because I liked this whole series that I read. It was the Windy City series by Liz Tomford. My favorite of that series was Caught Up. So I don't think you read it. You should. I don't know. Do you like sports romance books?
I've really only read Candy Steiner's sports romance books, The Wrong Player and The Right Game or something like that. I haven't dove into the wonderful world of like the hockey romances and stuff like that.
This one actually has all the sports. It's hockey, basketball, baseball, hockey again. It was very good. I really, this one like is a top tier sports romance series. So Caught Up overall, the whole series in general is top series, but that's number 3. Number 2 is Deep End by Allie Hazelwood, and then number 1 is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Wait, let me say that again before they come for me. Number 1 is Say You Remember Me by Abby Jimenez.
I love how scared we are. I literally also, I have Abby Jimenez on my list as well. And I was like, okay, so is it Jimenez or is it Jimenez? Because I always forget and somehow I always do it wrong. And I swear I've done it both ways and every time it's wrong.
It's Jimenez.
Jimenez. Okay. She is phenomenal.
People apparently didn't like this one, but
Really?
I loved it.
I actually haven't read that one because I was going, I'm pretty sure it's on my shelf, but I'm pretty sure I haven't read it. So it's actually on my TBR for this coming year, because, I'm going to try and work through everything on my bookshelf this year. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so okay, my top 5 for 2025. This was really hard because I could not put everything on there that needed to be on there because I read really good ones. For number 5, I put the entire Throne of Glass series by SarahJMaas. And if I had to choose one, it would probably be Queen of Shadows, but I'm not going to lie. I actually really enjoyed Tower of Dawn, and I know that's crazy. I know that's no one's favorite. But there was just something about it, like the romance in it. I was like really rooting for them, okay? Like I just liked it. Leave me alone.
Wait, so how are you pronouncing the character with the C's name?
Kale?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the proper way. Is it Kale? Is it Cal?
Kale, Cole, Cal, Kale. I literally pronounce it like the leafy lettuce, kale.
I do too. And we're probably doing it wrong.
But you know what? I hate kale, and most people hate kale. So
I do too. In my reread, I'm understanding him more.
No, and that's the thing. That was what was so surprising about Tower of Dawn, is that I was really rooting for him. And gosh, I am blanking on her name because for whatever reason, I can remember Nesrin.
But it starts with a Y?
Yes. Oh, no.
I want to say Jezebel, but it's not.
Canceled. No, I'd have to look it up. But I loved them. I thought it was a great book. But Queen of Shadows, overall, one of my favorites. And I can't choose Kingdom of Ash because it breaks my heart to think about it. That's all. Anyway, number 4, I put the RomCommers by Katherine Center.
Ooh, I forgot about that one.
I read more than one Katherine Center book last year, but for whatever reason, the RomCommers it takes the cake. I remember reading it and being like, this has everything a romance should have. It's perfect. It's a great book. Number 3, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. It was fantastic. It was about a divorced person. And so I was a little surprised it resonated with me, but it really did. I remember posting a whole Instagram story about it with all these quotes, and everyone probably thought I was crazy. Like, why is Marissa posting about her divorce? Look, I haven't been divorced, but I loved it.
Or has she?
Or have I? Number 2, and I'm surprised this wasn't on your list, but this seriously was one of the best fantasy books I read, Silver Elite by Dani Francis.
I forgot about that one, actually. When I was looking up for my ones I look forward to, I forgot about Silver Elite. I don't know why it wasn't on my top. Yeah. But I did enjoy that one this year.
I really, really liked it. It really was like a 5-star fantasy read for me. And I had no notes except come out with the second book sooner. And number 1, and this one surprised me, was The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. And it surprised me because I had it on my shelf for forever. I won a Goodreads giveaway and got an early release copy and just never got around to it. And then a week before it was supposed to come out, I was like, I should read this before it comes out so I can post my Goodreads review before it hits the market. I sat down and literally read that book in a day. And I took notes and I highlighted, I used sticky notes to highlight things. And I was like, this is one of the best well-written thrillers I've ever read. And you'll notice Karen Slaughter's not on that list. And normally she's my go-to. But that Julie Clark book, she takes the number 1 spot.
It's funny when you say Karen Slaughter, because whenever talk to people who say I love thrillers. I'm like, oh, Marissa loves thrillers. I don't, but she loves Karen Slaughter. You should read her. I'm like recommending her.
And you're like, I absolutely hate Karen Slaughter, but if you like thrillers, you might like this.
No, I kind of want to try Ghostwriter. I feel like you've hyped it up a lot. You also shouted out in the other episode you did, like your spooky Rex. You gave it a shout out. And I feel like your Goodreads reviews are very detailed, and I feel like you spoke really highly.
They're probably too detailed, and usually I get maybe one like from either you or my mom, so not sure why they're so detailed, but whatever.
Which, follow us on Goodreads. I actually don't write any summary, but Marissa does.
Yeah. No, I tried to get people to follow me on Goodreads. I either posted about my Goodreads on Instagram or TikTok and was like, look, if you follow me on Instagram or on Goodreads, I'll follow you back. Like, we can be Goodreads friends. No one, not a single person took the bait. I got no new friends on Goodreads. So I just don't think people want to hear from me. And you know what? I'm going to be okay with that this year.
We're letting it fall off her back, so we don't care.
It's fine.
But
it's fine.
No, I was shocked with the one you most recently gave it a 1 star. And I did not know about this controversy. I feel like it's not talked about enough.
No. Oh my gosh. What I just finished it. Oh, This Book Will Bury Me by Ashley Winstead, I think. I'm so bummed because the book itself was actually really good. I probably would have given it like a 3.7 rounded up to 4 or something like that. Like it would have gotten 4 stars on Goodreads, except the author wrote about the Idaho murders, the Idaho 4, which I don't mind like when authors take inspiration from real life or even want to base something off a real true crime event, as long as they change things up or do it in a way that maybe honors the victims or something like that. This did not do that. She took detail for detail of those murders, like literally down to hair color and eye color. The only thing she did differently was she cut out there in real life, 3 girls were murdered and 1 guy was murdered. She cut the guy out of the story and just focused on the 3 girls, but every other detail, like as she was describing it, 2 girls, they looked so similar, and they went to this food truck hours before the murder and they were sleeping in the same bed, and someone came in through the and I was just like, it feels inappropriate, honestly. Like, it just does not feel okay to do that, because what if one of the victim's friends or family picks up that book just thinking, oh, it's a thriller book, and then they're literally reading about the details. She also changed one of the characters' names from Madison to Madeline. And I was like, that's way too close. Like, I don't know. It gave me such an icky feeling. I did not feel good reading it. And I read, before I posted my review, I read what other people wrote, because I was like, maybe I'm too in my head about this. Maybe I'm too sensitive. We already discussed this. Like, I'm sensitive. I can't handle it. Fine. Other people did give it 1 stars for the same reason. And they were like, it's really too bad because the book is actually pretty good and her other books are really good. But like, I just can't believe someone would write this level of detail about real people who died and then like dramatize it and fictionalize it and talk about how it's because they're in this sorority. And it's like, oh, that was not good.
Not even solved yet? Like, it's not like official?
So, well, that was the other weird thing, is it got published over the summer last year prior to the case going to trial. Now, the case actually didn't end up going to trial because the person who did the murder, I don't know if I should say his name or not. I don't kind of want to give him credit for what he did. So we'll leave his name out of it. But he did plead guilty to the murders, so he is in jail for that. So it never went to trial. But the case literally hadn't even gone to trial yet when she published this book, which is why it also felt really icky as far as the timing goes. Like, you're capitalizing on a real life event that the nation is watching. Like, we're all, if you're into true crime like I am, I was glued to my screen, like, you're refreshing, trying to figure out what's going to happen with this case. And so to publish a book about it and not really to warn anyone that that's what it was about. I saw so many 1-star reviews that said, DNF at 32%, because all of a sudden I'm reading about the Idaho 4, and it's just weird that it made it through so many eyes and got published, because she had to write it. It went through an editor. It went through the publisher. And no one was like, hey, maybe we should pump the brakes here or like change it up a little.
Wait a year? I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, even if you'd waited, and the thing is, I feel like if she just waited a little bit and maybe changed some of the details, like it didn't have to focus on these girls in a sorority on a college campus. You could have had it be at like a summer camp. And it could have still been about girls getting murdered in a similar way, but like at a summer camp. And, maybe they're not in a sorority. Maybe they're just really good friends, childhood friends. Like just changing it up a little. I'm like, it almost just feels like you didn't have an original idea for a murder and you decided to capitalize on a real life event. And I thought that was icky. So, an otherwise good book, I was like, ethically, I cannot give this a good review.
well, I was surprised because you said it came out over the summer that there's not. I mean, I see Goodreads, there's 1-star review, but like maybe we're just not online enough. Like, I didn't see anything on social about it. And I saw some people that I follow on Goodreads give it 5 stars. And I'm like, I don't think, I feel like even I'm not a third person. I mean, I didn't really follow the court case, but I knew the details about the murder where like I knew that there was another roommate who saw him, but like didn't come
Hmm.
out and like, I knew the food truck. I knew details, even though I'm not
Yeah.
a true crime person. I feel like everyone knew details.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's icky. I think it
Yeah.
should get more hate.
I agree. And I've read another book by Ashley Winstead or Winstead, however you say her last name, and it was really good. So I was very excited about this book. And I went in blind. I had no idea what it was about. And that's why it was so uncomfortable because I'm like, I know she's a good writer, and I was really looking forward to this book, but I'm just surprised ethically she felt comfortable writing about that, and then it got published, and then, yeah, no one really talked about it. The only thing I can figure is maybe some people weren't familiar with the case. I don't know, give them the benefit of the doubt, but like you said, you're not even a true crime person, and you knew a lot of those details. And so that it was just yeah, it was weird and, like, literally, if you wanna read my Goodreads review, follow me on Goodreads. But
It's
no,
quite detailed. It's good.
yeah, there's the details, like, literally down to hair color and eye color of the victims. It's in the books. It's detail for detail from pulled straight from the real life Idaho murder. So it's very bizarre.
But I agree with your rating, even though I don't plan on reading it. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, and if people wanna read it, that's their choice, but, like, ethically, I felt I'll give it 1 star, I'll warn the people, and then people can make their own decision on that one.
no, definitely. Okay, back to lighter topics.
Yes.
So yeah, those are my top 5. I would say my top series, Windy. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, you gave your number 1. Windy City series number 1. My favorite romance is Say You'll Remember Me, which is obvious. My favorite fantasy, because they're actually not in my top 5, was
Mm,
either Quicksilver or Silver Elite. But now I
mhm.
just started. Well, was starting Brimstone before I started my reread of Throne of Glass, and I realized I like Silver Elite more. So
Mm,
I remember more. Like I
yeah.
went to go read Brimstone, and I actually forgot what happened in Quicksilver. Like I think I had to reread Quicksilver.
So did you not finish Brimstone then?
No, I put it down to enjoy. I want to read a series that I love to
Mm,
like bring me back into fantasy. So I restarted Throne of Glass. I'm very happy. I'm in my happy place.
yeah.
I am not even doing audio at all. I'm doing full read for this one, and I'm just enjoying it and a lot.
Are you gonna tandem read the 2?
That's what I'm torn about because I bought there's like a deal on Kindle where it was like get all of the Throne of Glass books in one PDF for like $4. So I have
Oh,
that. And I
okay.
do have the physical book that I sometimes rotate with, but like it's so heavy that I've
Mhm.
been reading on my Kindle. I don't know how to tandem read on my Kindle.
Yeah, yeah. I actually ultimately did not tandem read because I just couldn't go back and forth. Like, I know it's so simple, right? Just switch back and forth. But like I'd be into the story and I would forget that I'm supposed to be switching and then it's like, okay, well I went a few chapters over. I'll switch to this one. But like it took me out of it and I just wanted to sit and enjoy and like I'm sure it's better if you tandem read, but my brain couldn't handle it. So I didn't tandem read them and I still enjoyed all of them. They were all flawless.
Well, so what I did the first time around, I put Post-its in each book when I had a switch. So I never missed a chapter. I did enjoy the tandem read because I felt like Empire Storm was so action heavy and made me anxious. So Tower of Dawn brought me back to like Earth a little bit. So it was a good balance. So I do like a tandem read, and it's my preferred method. But for sake of carrying my Kindle on the train and not carrying 2 heavy books on the train every day, I think I won't.
that feels like a lot. But you have time to read on the train. I forgot that you have like a whole hour.
I have an hour there and an hour back. So it is actually nice. I actually don't mind my commute. My train's at 8, I get there at 9, and I walk across the street to the new office. So it really isn't a bad commute. And on the train, I'll read my emails, I'll read a book, I'll just like get my life together. I'll wake up. So I actually don't mind it. I thought I would hate it. I mean, come the 3rd day of the week, I only go in 3 days, I'm like over it. But the first few days, I'm like, this is nice. I'm at peace.
Yeah, no, by the 3rd day of going into the office, I'm like, how did we do this 5 days a week when we started? Like, I have no idea how we were able to get out of bed and go on such little sleep and commute to the office. I mean, we were leaving the office sometimes at 2 or 3 a.m. and we'd be back by 9.
We did it 7 days a week. We were there all weekend.
That's true. We did go in 7 days a week. That was crazy.
It was just like, and we dressed business professional too the entire time. I mean, now I really never dress down, but like I'll put a sweater on and pants. But like we were wearing like, sometimes I feel like you wore a suit jacket all the time.
I did. I was crazy. I had on a full blazer, full little suit. Only thing I was missing was a bow tie.
I do miss when we put our sweats on at 7 p.m.
Yes. Changed into the night clothes.
But we couldn't read at all then. No, it's a different world. I can't remember it. It's like, when I talk to like the younger people now, I'm like, we used to be here like nonstop. We just like I used to ask for work because everyone else was just working here. Like I didn't want to leave.
Literally, I cried when I was sent home at 10 p.m. because they didn't have work for me. And I cried and was like, I'm going to get fired. Everyone else is working. I want to work too. And they were like, you need to go to bed.
I think if I like, that would just not happen now. But it's good. It's like a healthy thing. It's not happening now.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into the books we're excited about.
Okay.
So I guess, do you want to do books we're excited about or our overall goals for the year?
We can do either or. I was going to say my most anticipated reads, I do have 8 listed.
I only have 5.
I was going to stop at 5, but then I had to put on Katherine Center, and so then I just went over.
I forgot about Katherine Center.
I know. I looked up whether new books were coming out by her and Abby Jimenez because I think they're my top romance.
Katherine, what book is coming out for Katherine?
It's called The Shippers, and it releases May 19th. And she goes on a cruise, and she's made it her goal to get this one guy to date her, and to do it, she enlists her first love to help make the other guy jealous. So I think it's going to be a little bit of friends to lovers romance.
Intrigued.
Yes.
But
I put that as number 6 though. It didn't make the top 5, but I'm like, I want to read it.
I put it as my number 6 because I just added it. Okay, so I'll just get into like my top 5. So first one is The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez, which comes out on March 24th. My number 2 is Love Song by Elle Kennedy, and this is March 17th. And for you have not read the Off Campus series, which also hockey romance recommend. But so she's like kind of made a verse now where she wrote this one series, and then she wrote a second series, which is like the next like all people graduated, but like some of the younger people like are not graduated. Okay. So she wrote about the younger people. And then she wrote another series, which is like kind of coming out now, which is like the next gen. So it's like their kids from the first series.
Oh, wow.
Their kids. So this is still in that like next gen like verse. So I just love it. I've been like, it's like 15 books now, or maybe less than that.
Wow.
But like, it's a lot of books now that I've read in this little town of like Briar University. So,
aw, that's nice. I like that.
so that one's March 17th. And then In Her Own League by Liz Tomford. So this is a new series, but I think it's like a spin-off series of the Windy City one. So this is March 3rd. So March is a heavy month. And then 4th is Broken Dove, which is book 2 to Silver Elite. That one's June 29th. So we have a long time to go.
Oh, that is a long ways off.
And then the 5th book is not coming out. It did not come out this year, but I want to read the Red Rising series.
Okay. My mom read that series, which makes me think you're not going to like it.
I know. But your mom kind of likes the books we read.
She does. She doesn't like smut, though, or any kind of like any intimate scenes she will skip. So I don't know if there's that in Red Rising or not. She likes a lot of sci-fi and dystopian fantasy, that kind of stuff. I think Red Rising fits into that category, but I could be completely wrong on that.
The synopsis sounded like they're split into factions and things like that. It gave Hunger Games esque. To be honest, I'm kind of over like smut right now. I just feel like we're losing the plot.
Oh, I 100% agree. And I'm scared to say it because BookTok will cancel. So maybe we don't put this on BookTok. But yeah, like Quicksilver was really smutty and it was good. Don't get me wrong. But I swear, since I've read that, I've read 10 other books that are basically Quicksilver. You know, it's like a 16-year-old girl, you know, can't, or she has to fend for herself, has to save her family, meet some hot brooding guy, brood, sex, gets the sword, kills the guy, the end. And I'm like, it's the same plot and it's just a lot of smut. It's very smut heavy without anything that makes it different or unique, kind of. So I'm a little over it. I've actually been reading a lot of YA fantasy lately just because I'm like, I know it won't have quite as heavy smut, just to try to kind of get back to the plot. But even I don't necessarily enjoy YA fantasy all that much because I am 30, but you know, like it's not bad. It's just, you know, I am 30. So I don't know. The smut stuff is I'm a little over it.
So that's why I want a series. because I hate these like starting these books and there's no series. And I just miss a plot. So I'm hoping Red Rising just has a plot. And I think it does. It has a strong following. So I want to do that. I'm debating doing Mistborn.
We were supposed to do it for the podcast last year.
We could do it this year. We could do like a whole series and like just keep recording. That could be fun.
That would be interesting.
But yeah, I'm just trying to get back to the plot.
Yeah. Does what's her name? The lady who wrote the witch and the vampire guy. What are those called? You know what I'm talking about. Hold on. I own them.
Oh,
A Discovery of Witches.
I haven't read that book yet, the 5th one.
I own these first 3. If she came out with anything, I feel like she knows how to write well. The plot, the characters, all of it, and there's still romance in it. I feel like that could honestly be a good adult, like if we wanted to do some kind of series, maybe not this one. I'm just saying like her style or someone, if an author like her, because I feel like there's still romance. There's still a love story there, but there's more to it than that.
And they're older.
They are. And we're older.
Well, that's why I love Throne of Glass because like that's my friend Craig came over from Chicago and he was telling me he read Fourth Wing and he's like, but it was too smutty for me. And I was like, read Throne of Glass. He goes, is there smut in there? I'm like, no, like I don't really remember there being any. Like she wrote that when she was like 18, so I don't think she was doing that. But that's why Throne of Glass is so good. Like, I don't know.
It's all characters and plot and like the way it all connects together. There are still reels or Instagram posts, whatever, that pop up where someone points something out and I'm like, I did not even notice. Like, even to this day, there's still stuff that people find, and I'm like, I cannot believe that she did that and connected it. Like, it is so impressive.
Which, I mean, I feel contradicting being like, I love Silver Flame because that was a very smutty book. Oh my God. But I was already committed at that point. Like, I was like deep in.
Oh, yeah.
But even
No.
Mist and Fury wasn't that smutty. Like, yeah, there's a couple chapters that are like bad, but like
Yeah.
there was also like 500 pages that wasn't. So uh, I I feel like everyone's trying to get back to like chapter 55, whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah. No,
So.
there's so much more to those books. And I've seen a lot of people post about Throne of Glass being like holding it up and being like, this is life changing. And then they'll have the alternative perspective like, oh, but is there smut? And it's like, you don't understand. This series is life changing. It doesn't matter if there's smut, which by the way, there's really not. I think maybe there's one or two scenes towards the end of the series. I know at the beginning it's all fade to black. But yeah, no, I mean, fantastic, life changing, highly recommend.
Yeah, no, I agree. So someone recommended When the Moon Hatched.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that one.
Yeah, 2 girls at work recommended it to me and they said it was really good. So that's on my list of like non coming out. And then The Alchemist.
Is it The Alchemist or are you talking about Alchemized?
Alchemized. I don't know what that one's about at all, but I see it everywhere and everyone's like, I love it. You've read it?
No, but I have it on my shelf. I forgot to put that down as one of my most anticipated reads. I was only thinking for most anticipated reads, like stuff coming out in 26, but that is like as soon as my sister and her husband leave, all that, like that is what I'm diving into. I think it's like 1,000 pages though. It's huge, but no, I've seen it everywhere and I know a little bit of what it's about. Do you want the brief overview? No spoilers.
Is it it's not the Draco and Hermione. Is it?
Mm-hmm. It was originally fan fiction about Draco and Hermione called Manacled, and then a publisher picked it up. So they've changed it because they obviously can't publish on like the fan fiction version, which is about Harry Potter. They've changed it and it's different, but it's the same overarching like theme and story. So I never read Manacled, but I wound up on so many different spoiler things about Manacled, and I would just like be staring at my phone crying when I like read things about it, like, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. So the fact that it is like a published book, it is my one of my most excited reads for 26.
See, I'm excited that it's not. They've changed it some because so I loved Draco growing up. I had a shirt that said Draco's girlfriend on it growing up.
Yes.
Now looking back on it, I'm like, ew, Draco was gross. And I love Hermione. Like, I don't know, I just can't picture them together.
No, it doesn't make any sense in the real world. Absolutely not. But in the fantasy world, in the fan fiction world, total sense.
Okay, so those are my most anticipated reads. What are yours?
Well, I put at number 1 Broken Dove by Dani Francis because Silver Elite was seriously one of the best fantasy books I read. It took me back to all the fantasy I loved growing up. So I'm very excited for Broken Dove. I had to put Karen Slaughter on there. It's her North Falls number 2 book, The Secrets We Hide. It comes out sometime in August. I'm not sure if the official date's out, but sometime in August. So I will be reading that. This one, I know nothing about. Absolutely nothing about. It is called The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clark. And I saw it posted on a couple Facebook pages, which I know Facebook tells exactly how old I am. But it comes out in April. So it's not out yet. And I saw a couple different people post it being like, I got an arc of this book and it was seriously the best thriller I've ever read. So I was like, okay, The Ending Writes Itself. I'm going to put it on my list. I know nothing about it. Didn't bother looking it up before this video because I'm great at podcasting. This one, I actually saw on Goodreads today when I was preparing this, and I was like, this sounds fun. It's kind of a romance thriller hybrid. It's called How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates by Shaylee Thompson. And it is something about this girl goes to this speed dating thing. She's looking for love, and a murder happens there. And she has to use her true crime knowledge to solve it or something like that. But it's kind of a romance thriller hybrid. I think heavier on the romance. But still, I was like, okay, How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates. That's funny. And then this is where we got issues because then I only had one slot left. And I did put Abby Jimenez as my number 5, The Night We Met. But The Shippers by Katherine Sinner was a very close second because they are my top 2 romance authors.
We loved Abby first.
We did. They sent us an arc of Part of Your World.
Yes. Before anyone really sent us arcs.
Before
which people still don't, but
but Abby did.
She did. Back in like 2021.
She took a chance on us. Not really her, more the marketing team, but you know what? We'll take it.
We will gladly take an arc of this one too. If they're tuning into this, we'd love a copy of The Night We Met.
If you have made it this far, please send them to.
I've been seeing videos of her and her daughter driving around, and she's leaving copies like arcs in free little libraries near her. I mean, I think she lives in like Minnesota or something, but
we got to go to Minnesota.
I'm like, imagine. I think she has to because all her books take place in Minnesota, so I'm assuming she lives there.
Is she the author? I don't know. Wait, well, there is a state called Minnesota.
No, is it the ones that is that where she has all her books, or is it Michigan?
Oh, I don't remember. She's the one with a bake shop, right?
Yes.
I think it is Minnesota then. I think it is. Is she the one you found a signed copy of in Barnes & Noble in New York?
I don't know. I have a lot of signed copies.
I remember you and I were just like in Barnes & Noble and you picked up a book by this author that we had recently read and you were like, oh my gosh, this one's signed.
I think it rings a bell. It's like yellow. I think I actually have it in storage because her books aren't the same size. Like they they don't look pretty. I only have one shelf here, so it's very selective. But I saved it. It's in my storage unit. Or not my storage unit. It's in my box in Tom's mom's basement.
Aw, that's so cute.
I have 2. I had a third. I miss them.
Oh, hopefully, someday you'll have a bigger space and you can just have a whole room for a library.
Fingers crossed. I saw someone do it where they had like a trundle, like a bed that comes down, but like the bookshelves move and then the bed comes out, and I'm like, that's the dream.
That would be very cool. That would be cool.
But your shelves look pretty epic now.
Thank you. Ton of books I haven't even read, which is why one of my goals this year is to read them all or most of them.
Do you know how many you have that are unread?
I don't. I started writing them down today and I only made it through book number 30. There are 19 romances that I haven't read, and so far I've written down 10, or I guess this is 11 thrillers. But I haven't actually made it through the bottom. Like there's a bottom row down here that you can't see of thrillers, so I need to finish those. The big ones I haven't read though are the fairy loot fantasy ones. So I started working through them at the end of last year, which is how I ended up reading Divine Rivals, which was a really pleasant surprise because I didn't expect anything from like a random fairy loot YA fantasy book, but I really enjoyed that series duology. It was good.
I surprisingly gave it 5 stars, but I recall nothing of it.
Yeah. I liked the first book better than the second, but the first book kind of ends on a cliffhanger, so you can't stop at book number 1. You have to finish it. But it was a pleasant surprise because some of the other fairy loot like YA books I've read have just been so, like they've been fine, but I'm not going to continue the series kind of thing. But Divine Rivals, I was like, oh, well, I have to read the second book. That was really good.
No, I think I read them last year, but yeah, they're both really good. It was like kind of, I forgot, I don't know how to describe it. It was like I don't know. I feel like it's like poetry almost, or like classical writing, like kind of leans on that heavy.
Mm-hmm. They're basically writing love letters to each other back and forth during war. So it's like this wartime love letter type book, and it is more like whimsical writing. It doesn't get too heavy into world building because there's a lot of stuff that's not really explained or developed, but it's kind of this like whimsical love story.
Yes, I remember now. But that's fun. You have like a mission at hand.
I do. I have to write all those fantasy ones down, though, and I bet there will be easily 40 or 50 of those just on their own. I honestly need to cancel Fairy Loot this year because like I hold on to it because it's fun getting a box every month, but like I could be saving that money, and the fact that I can't keep up with reading them, it doesn't fit into my goals for 2026, sadly.
Well, you can use that money and buy like a collector's edition of a book you really like, because they sell separate books too in some, or maybe not them, but like another company sells like really nice books. I'm always like, I want to buy those, but then you're spending like $30 a month on Fairy Loot, so you can still get books,
Yeah.
but just selective ones.
Selective. Yeah, I really wanted to get, I think it was Bookish Box came out with that K.A. Tucker series, A Fate of Wrath and
Oh,
or
yes.
whatever
We
that
never
one
finished
was.
it.
We never finished. Well, she's still writing books in it, I'm pretty sure. I saw when I was doing the what are you going to read in 2026, I'm pretty sure I saw like a 6th book in that series, and I was like, this should have probably just been a trilogy, but the Bookish Box edition of that series, I was like, oh my gosh, I know it's $200, but I want this so bad. It's beautiful, but I didn't do it. But it was beautiful.
No, I feel the same way. I started last year with like 60 or 70 unread books, and I'm down to like 7.
Wow.
I know.
That's
So
impressive.
we are really just buying books for reading now, which is hard because I feel like I'm still a mood reader, and it leads to a lot of Kindle buying, which is fine because I have no space right now. But there are books that I have a list of books once I have a home that I am buying a copy of.
Yeah. No, it's so funny. My mom doesn't get it, but like occasionally I'll do a book like on Libby, on audiobook or whatever. And then I finish it and I'm like, okay, well, I have to go to Target and buy this book. And she's like, but didn't you already like listen to, like, why do you need, I was like, you don't understand. Now that I love it, I have to have it on my shelf. Like, that's just how this works.
It's kind of, just explain to her, it's kind of like a serial killer.
This is my trophy, Mom. Yeah.
Pretty much.
But no, I do need to buy less books this year. I need to read the books I have. And yeah, I'm not gonna like tell myself I can only buy like 5 books this year, but it's really gotta be like I skipped book of the month this month, even though they had some books I actually wanted. I was like, you know what? I don't have time to read them right this second, and I can always buy them later. So if I don't have time to read them right this second, I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna do that for Fairy Loot too. I think you get 3 skips for Fairy Loot. So after 3 skips, I may have to cancel. But at least to start off, I'm gonna skip. But yeah, I'm just like, 2026, we're gonna only buy what we're committing to read.
So, know what I used to do? I would buy one every 10 books I've read that I owned.
Ooh,
So it was like a system.
reward.
It was a reward.
It's like the Barnes & Noble rewards. You can create little like Kayla Reads rewards. Every 10 bucks, you get to buy a book.
I had like a whole Excel file where I'm like, I read my 10, now I can buy. I deleted that tab because I don't have a problem. I don't even have 10 books I haven't read, but the days. I miss them.
Man, the things we did with the book stuff. We had a whole life in 2020 that like I can't even believe we lived.
It was so cozy.
It was.
Okay, enough reminiscing. This is going to be our year, 2026. We're going to read a lot. We're going to make a lot of content, post on here, and we're going to kick our phone addictions. Mm-hmm. That too. We're only going to be on social media when we have to. No longer. No doom scrolling. Mm-mm. My other 2 2026 goals, I'm trying to walk 10,000 steps a day. Which I've been doing a lot of walks, which is very cold here. It is like 20 degrees. And I live on the beach, so it's very breezy. It's painful. But we're getting out there, and I've been stretching every day.
That's good. That's great. I wrote down mostly only book goals because I didn't know we were doing overall goals. I do have other goals though. But no, so my Goodreads goal this year was this coming year for 26 is 55 books. That's about 1 book a week, but I think I can do a little bit more. So I set it to 55, but at least 25 of those have to be physical. I cannot rely on audio to achieve 30 of them are going to be audio or Kindle. But I'm just saying, like, this past year, I probably did at least more than half on audio, and like the physical books I actually read weren't quite as many, just because it's easy to just turn on an audiobook and do your chores or whatever. But no, that's why we're cutting off the phone at 8 p.m. to encourage nighttime reading, at least 25 physical books. And then this other one was a goal last year and I didn't achieve it. So I'm carrying it over to this year. I want to do at least 5 nonfiction books because that is a category I don't normally touch. And I think it would be good to do a little bit of nonfiction, a little bit of maybe self-help, improve myself, learn about World War II, whatever strikes my fancy.
Yeah. And this is not nonfiction, but I was debating, should we read Wuthering Heights with the new movie coming out?
Ooh, we could. We do try to do one classic a year.
I know, and the movie looked really good.
Is that the one with Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie?
Yes. Apparently when she was filming, she got weak in the knees at one part. And I said, if she's getting weak in the knees,
wow.
we are unwell.
The only thing is, I've seen pictures of Jacob Elordi and he has those like hard sideburns. And I'm like, can I get on board with that or no?
I'm sure we'll be fine. Oh, and Bridgerton's coming out like next week.
Yes, I'm a little conflicted because like I'm sure they're going to drop it once a week. And part of me just wants to wait till they're all out and just binge it.
So they're doing half and half. So they're doing like half the season and one drop and the other half the other drop. And then also People We Meet on Vacation are coming out like next week, which we should probably we should share our podcast episode about that and start getting that attention again because that was one of our OG podcast books.
I remember reading that one on my Kindle, I think, in my bed in New York.
You mean your iPad that was like the size?
Yes, my Microsoft Surface Pro, whatever. Yes, that is how I do. You know what? I actually do own a Kindle now, believe it or not. Did you know I bought a Kindle?
I didn't know. I think you talked about it, but isn't it life-changing?
It is. It's much better than reading on a Surface Pro.
So it's 2026 is a big year for the book girlies in the movie space and for the book talks podcast space.
Yes. Are we going to announce our day of posting that we have committed to for 2026?
We should, so we hold ourselves accountable. It is Saturdays. We're trying to find a time that works where the algorithm likes us. I tried noon. It didn't like noon. So we're going to push it back to 3.
Okay. I literally, because of the time difference, I literally like was doing like 6 a.m. Arizona time because that would be 9 a.m. New York time. And it didn't really like that either. So I was like, I don't know what it wants from me.
We're trying 3 p.m. for all our content, but Saturdays we're going to post a new video on YouTube every Saturday at 3 p.m. We'll let you know if we change the time for that. But we have a lot of ideas coming. And we're very excited about them. So stay tuned.
And Abby Jimenez is definitely going to send us her new book. So,
fingers crossed.
Follow along for that.
So we'll leave you here. This is Kayla.
And Marissa.
Have a good night and make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Book Talks Podcast. Have a good night.